If you're over 60, you've probably been told for years that taking vitamins every morning is one of the smartest things you can do for your health. A little pill for your bones, another for your heart, maybe one more for energy. Simple. But here's the shocking truth most seniors never hear. Some of the very vitamins you're swallowing each day might actually be making you weaker, foggier, and even sicker. Clinical studies reveal that certain supplements, the same ones advertised as must-haves for seniors, can actually pile up in your body, straining your liver, stiffening your arteries, and even raising your risk of stroke or nerve damage. And here's the kicker. These aren't rare exotic pills. They're everyday vitamins sitting in almost every senior's medicine cabinet. Because as we age, our bodies change. The liver no longer filters toxins as efficiently. The kidneys can't flush out excess like they used to. Nerves and blood vessels become more fragile. So, what used to be healthy at 40 can turn into a silent health trap at 65. In this video, we'll expose the 4 vitamins you should never take after 60. And just as important, the 4 vitamins you should take daily to protect your brain, strengthen your muscles, and even extend your life. And trust me, you'll want to stay until the very end because vitamin number 1 has been scientifically linked to a 36% lower risk of death from all causes. That's not hype. That's hard data. So, grab your supplement bottle, check the label, and let's find out if the pills you're taking every morning are really helping you live longer or slowly draining your health. Worst vitamin number 4, vitamin A retinol form, the good guy that turns toxic after 60. Vitamin A, on the surface, it sounds like a hero. Doctors say it's good for your eyes, your skin, and even your immune system. And that's true in the right form and the right amount. But here's what most seniors don't realize. After 60, too much vitamin A in the form of retinol, the synthetic version found in many multivitamins and liver-based supplements, can quietly build up in your system and turn into poison. Unlike water-soluble vitamins like C or B that flush out through urine, vitamin A is fat-soluble. That means your body stores it in your liver and fatty tissues. And the problem is, as you age, your liver slows down, so it can't process excess as well. Your fat distribution changes, which alters how vitamins are stored. The vitamin A you take today doesn't leave tomorrow. It accumulates like a slow drip, filling a cup until it overflows. The hidden dangers? Over time. That buildup can cause symptoms many seniors mistake for just getting old. Dry skin and brittle hair, dizziness and blurred vision, joint pain and stiffness, constant fatigue. But it doesn't stop there. A 2022 review in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with excess vitamin A had a 25% higher risk of atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat that dramatically increases stroke risk after 65. In other words, what looks like a harmless vitamin pill could be quietly increasing your risk of a life-threatening event. How much is too much? If your multivitamin or supplement contains more than 700 micrograms per day for women or 900 micrograms for men of retinol or retinol palmitate, you're already in the danger zone, and many senior supplements overshoot this without you even realizing it. The safe alternative. Here's the good news. You don't have to give up vitamin A completely. Your body still needs it, but in the safe form called beta-carotene, found naturally in sweet potatoes, carrots, spinach, and eggs. Your body converts it into vitamin A only when needed. That means no risk of overdose. Think of beta-carotene as a self-regulating fuel tank. It only fills when your body is truly low. Retinol, on the other hand, keeps filling the tank until it spills over and the damage begins. The bottom line, if you're over 60, check your supplement label today. If you see retinol or retinol palmitate, it's time to rethink. Replace it with real food sources and let your body decide how much it truly needs. Because after 60, staying healthy isn't about piling on more pills. It's about choosing the right ones in the right form. Worst vitamin number 3, iron supplements. The energy booster that backfires after 60. When most people think of iron, they think of energy. Doctors prescribe it for fatigue. Multivitamins add it for tiredness. And for decades, iron has been sold as a cure for brittle nails, pale skin, and weakness. But here's the truth no one tells seniors. After 60, iron supplements can quietly become toxic. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, iron isn't easily flushed out. Instead, it's stored in your liver, heart, and pancreas over time. When you keep adding more iron on top of what your body already has, it doesn't disappear. It builds up like rust on an old pipe, slowly corroding from the inside out. Why iron becomes dangerous with age? Men stop losing iron after puberty, and women stop after menopause. That means the natural iron drain is gone, unless you've had blood loss from surgery, ulcers, or a diagnosed condition. You're probably not deficient. Extra iron just sits in your organs, causing oxidative stress, where unstable molecules damage your cells and age your tissues prematurely. A 2018 study published in Alzheimer's Research and Therapy linked excess iron to higher risks of dementia. Other research shows it fuels heart disease, liver damage, and even certain cancers. And here's the kicker. Very few seniors actually need iron supplements. The silent symptoms of iron overload. The scary part. Iron toxicity doesn't announce itself. The symptoms are vague and often mistaken for just aging. Joint pain and stiffness. Chronic fatigue that doesn't improve with rest. Memory problems or brain fog. Heart palpitations or irregular beats. But behind the scenes, that extra energy pill may actually be damaging your heart, liver, and brain. Why multivitamins make it worse? Many popular senior multivitamins still include iron, even though the majority of older adults don't need it. And stacking that on top of iron-rich foods like red meat, beans, and fortified cereals only adds fuel to the fire. What to do instead? Here's the smarter approach. Check your labels. If your multivitamin includes iron and your doctor hasn't diagnosed a deficiency, it's time to switch. Get tested. Ask your doctor for a serum ferritin or transferrin saturation test. This shows whether your iron levels are actually too high. Choose iron-free senior multivitamins specifically designed to avoid overload. Balance your diet. You'll still get plenty of iron naturally from lean meats, beans, and leafy greens without piling on extra supplements. The bottom line. Iron is essential when you're young and losing blood regularly. But after 60, your body doesn't need the extra. In fact, it can quietly accelerate aging, weaken memory, and strain your heart. So before you pop another energy-boosting pill, remember what once was helpful can become harmful if your body no longer needs it. Your energy after 60 doesn't come from iron supplements. It comes from protecting your organs, reducing inflammation, and giving your body only what it truly requires. Worst vitamin number 2, calcium supplements, the bone saver that can damage your heart. For decades, seniors have been told one thing: if you want strong bones, take calcium every day. It's in TV commercials, doctor pamphlets, and nearly every bone health multivitamin on the market. But here's the shocking truth. Calcium supplements, especially when taken alone, can do more harm than good after 60. The problem with calcium supplements? When you're young, your bones act like sponges, soaking up calcium with ease. Hormones and growth factors tell your body exactly where to send it. But after 60, that system slows down. Your bones stop absorbing calcium efficiently, and all that extra calcium you're swallowing, it doesn't just vanish, it travels to the wrong places, into your arteries where it hardens blood vessels and raises heart attack risk, into your joints where it contributes to stiffness and pain, into your soft tissues causing calcification that your body struggles to reverse. A 2016 review in the Journal of the American Heart Association confirmed the danger. Seniors who took calcium supplements had a 22% higher risk of heart disease. So, while you thought you were protecting your bones, you may actually be weakening your heart. The silent symptoms of calcium overload. At first, the signs seem harmless. Digestive issues like bloating and constipation, aches in your joints, fatigue and poor concentration. But over time, calcium overload can mean calcified arteries, higher risk of stroke or heart attack, kidney stones, painful and recurring, impaired nutrient absorption, blocking zinc, iron, and magnesium. And the cruel irony, your bones may not get stronger at all. Why taking calcium alone fails? Here's the secret most supplement companies don't tell you. Calcium can't work properly without its partners. Vitamin D3 helps your gut absorb calcium into your bloodstream. Vitamin K2 directs calcium into your bones and keeps it out of your arteries. Magnesium balances calcium so it doesn't harden tissues. If you're just taking a plain calcium pill, your body has no guide, and the mineral ends up in the wrong place. What you should do instead: focus on food sources. Leafy greens, sardines with bones, yogurt, almonds, and chia seeds provide calcium in a natural, absorbable form. Pair it with D3 and K2. If you truly need supplementation, always take calcium in combination with these vitamins. Move your body. Weight-bearing exercise is just as important as calcium for bone strength. Check your intake. If your multivitamin gives you 500 to 1.0 milligrams daily and you already eat calcium-rich foods, you may be overdoing it. The bottom line: calcium is vital, but not the way seniors have been told. On its own, calcium supplements can clog arteries, stiffen joints, and raise your risk of heart disease. Real bone health comes from balance. Getting calcium from whole foods, combining it with D3K2 and magnesium, and keeping your body active. After 60, it's not about piling on more pills. It's about making sure nutrients go exactly where they belong, into your bones, not your arteries. Worst vitamin number 1, high-dose vitamin B6, the energy booster that quietly damages nerves. When most people hear vitamin B6, they think harmless. It's water-soluble. It helps with energy. It supports nerves. So, what's the problem? Here's the shocking truth. After 60, high doses of B6 can actually poison your nervous system. Why B6 becomes risky after 60? Unlike most B vitamins that your body easily flushes out, B6 behaves differently. When taken in high doses, it builds up in your nerve tissue. Over time, this accumulation becomes neurotoxic, slowly damaging the very nerves it's supposed to protect. Seniors are especially vulnerable because their liver clears toxins more slowly and their nerves are already more fragile. A 2017 study in neurology revealed that older adults taking high-dose B6 supplements had double the risk of nerve damage symptoms compared to those who stayed within safe limits. The symptoms that look like just aging. Here's why most seniors don't catch the problem. The symptoms of B6 toxicity look almost identical to normal aging, or even conditions like diabetes: tingling in hands and feet, numbness or burning sensations, poor balance and frequent falls, muscle weakness and fatigue, brain fog that feels like just getting older. But the real culprit may not be age at all. It could be toxic levels of vitamin B6. The dosage trap. The official safe upper limit for vitamin B6 is 100 milligrams per day. But here's the catch. Even 50 milligrams daily over long periods has been shown to cause toxicity in older adults. Many nerve support formulas and energy boosters on the market contain 100 to 250% of the daily limit in just one serving. Stack that with your daily multivitamin and fortified foods, and you may be unknowingly overdosing every single day. And unlike other deficiencies that are easy to fix, nerve damage from too much B6 can take months, even years to recover. In some cases, the damage may be permanent. What you should do instead: stick to food sources: chickpeas, tuna, turkey, bananas, and fortified cereals provide all the B6 you need safely. Know your true daily need. Seniors only require about 5 milligrams for women and 7 milligrams for men. Check your supplements. If your multivitamin or nerve formula has more than 5 to 10 milligrams of B6 per serving, it's time to switch. Test before you supplement. Ask your doctor for a B6 blood test if you're concerned. Don't take high doses just in case. The bottom line: vitamin B6 isn't bad. In fact, it's essential, but too much can quietly rob you of mobility, balance, and independence. After 60, your body needs just enough to keep nerves healthy, not mega doses that burn them out. If you've been taking extra B6 for energy or nerve support, it might be time to step back, check your labels, and choose safer food-based sources. Because the truth is, when it comes to B6, more is not better. More can be dangerous. From danger to defense, the shift seniors must make. So, there you have it. The 4 vitamins that might look harmless on the label, but after 60 can quietly weaken your body, inflame your organs, and even damage your nerves. But here's the encouraging part. Avoiding danger is only half the battle. The real key to thriving after 60 isn't just cutting out the wrong supplements, it's fueling your body with the right ones. The truth is, certain vitamins and nutrients don't just help a little. They can restore strength, protect your heart, sharpen your memory, and even extend your lifespan. And unlike the harmful ones we just covered, these next 4 are backed by some of the strongest research in senior health today. In fact, one of them has been linked to a 36% lower risk of death from all causes. So now let's turn the page from what you should never take to what you must take daily if you want to stay strong, steady, and sharp well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Let's begin with the first one. A mineral most seniors are silently low in, yet it powers over 300 functions in your body. Best vitamin number 4, magnesium, the mineral that quietly rebuilds you after 60. If there's one nutrient most seniors are silently running low on, it's magnesium. And the tricky part, you often don't even know it's missing until your body starts sending signals that you might mistake for just getting old. Think about it. Trouble sleeping, muscle cramps at night, unexplained fatigue, even an irregular heartbeat. Many seniors shrug these off as normal parts of aging. But research shows these are classic symptoms of magnesium deficiency. Why magnesium matters more after 60? Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body. It keeps your heart rhythm steady, helps your muscles contract and relax smoothly, supports nerve function and brain activity, regulates blood sugar and insulin sensitivity, strengthens bones by working with calcium and vitamin D. But here's the problem. As we age, our bodies naturally absorb less magnesium from food. On top of that, common medications for seniors like blood pressure pills, acid reflux drugs, or diuretics actually drain magnesium out of your system. That means even if you eat a decent diet, chances are your levels are dropping year by year. The hidden risks of low magnesium. A 2018 study in Nutrients found that magnesium deficiency in older adults was linked to a 50% higher risk of atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat that increases stroke risk, increased risk of dementia and memory loss, greater chances of developing type 2 diabetes, higher levels of chronic inflammation that accelerate aging. No wonder doctors call magnesium one of the most underrated nutrients for seniors. How to get magnesium the right way? The good news, restoring magnesium levels can transform your health. Seniors who correct deficiencies often report sleeping more deeply, fewer muscle cramps and restless nights, sharper memory and focus, more stable mood and energy, better balance, and fewer falls. But here's the catch. Not all magnesium supplements are created equal. Magnesium oxide, cheap but poorly absorbed and often causes diarrhea. The better forms for seniors: magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate, or magnesium malate. These are gentler on the stomach and far more absorbable. The ideal dose for most seniors is 250 to 400 milligrams per day depending on diet and health conditions. Food sources to boost magnesium. Don't forget food. Excellent magnesium-rich foods include leafy greens like spinach and kale, pumpkin seeds and almonds, avocados, black beans and lentils, dark chocolate. Yes, in moderation, but due to soil depletion, food alone often isn't enough, which is why smart supplementation can be life-changing. Magnesium might not be flashy, but for seniors, it's a silent powerhouse. Fix the deficiency and suddenly many of those aging problems, cramps, poor sleep, brain fog, start to fade. Up next, let's move to best vitamin number 3, the one your skin can no longer make enough of, and without it, your bones, immunity, and even mood begin to crumble. Best vitamin number 3, vitamin D3, the sunshine nutrient that fights frailty. After 60, if magnesium is the quiet helper, then vitamin D3 is the master switch, the nutrient that decides whether your bones stay strong, your immune system stays alert, and your brain stays sharp. Here's the reality. By the time you're over 65, your body's ability to make vitamin D3 naturally drops by more than 50% because your skin no longer converts sunlight into vitamin D as efficiently. Add in spending more time indoors, wearing sunscreen, or living in northern areas with weaker sunlight, and deficiency becomes almost guaranteed. Why vitamin D3 is critical after 60? Vitamin D3 isn't just about bones, though it does help prevent fractures. It's actually more like a hormone that touches almost every system in your body. Bone strength works with calcium and vitamin K2 to keep bones dense and prevent fractures. Muscle protection. Deficiency leads to weakness and higher risk of falls. Immune defense helps your body fight infections and repair damage. Brain health supports mood, memory, and cognitive function. In fact, a 2020 review in the British Medical Journal found that seniors with low vitamin D had a 50% higher risk of respiratory infections, a 30% higher risk of death from all causes. That means everything from heart disease to diabetes to dementia was more likely if vitamin D3 levels were low. The symptoms of low vitamin D3. The scary part. Most seniors don't know they're deficient. The symptoms are often subtle: constant fatigue, low mood or depression, frequent colds or slow recovery from illness, aching bones or weak muscles, poor balance, and more falls. Sound familiar? Many seniors chalk these up to just getting older, but it's often a simple lack of vitamin D3. How to restore vitamin D3 safely? Here's the problem. Most multivitamins only include 400 to 800 international units of vitamin D3, but studies show older adults usually need 1.0 to 2.0 international units per day just to maintain healthy blood levels. The best form is cholecalciferol D3, not D2, which is weaker and less bioavailable. Pro tip: always take vitamin D3 with a meal that includes healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or salmon. It's fat-soluble, so absorption improves dramatically. If your blood tests show low levels, your doctor may recommend even higher doses temporarily to restore balance. Food sources of vitamin D3. While sunlight is still important, food can help. 2. Great options include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, egg yolks, fortified foods like milk or orange juice. But here's the truth. Food alone usually isn't enough once you're over 60, which is why smart supplementation is often essential. Vitamin D3 is your body's shield against frailty. Without it, bones crack, muscles weaken, immunity falters, and your brain slows. But with it, seniors often report feeling stronger, more energetic, and even happier within weeks. Up next, let's talk about best vitamin number 2, the one deficiency that can mimic dementia, drain your energy, and silently weaken your legs if ignored. Best vitamin number 2, vitamin B12, the nerve protector and brain saver. After 60, if vitamin D3 is your body shield, then vitamin B12 is your body spark plug, the nutrient that keeps your nerves firing, your blood flowing, and your memory sharp. Here's the shocking truth. By the time you're 65, up to 1 in 4 seniors are deficient in B12, and most don't even know it. Why? Because age changes everything. Your stomach produces less acid as you grow older. That acid is needed to separate B12 from food. Add in common senior medications like antacids, proton pump inhibitors for reflux, or metformin for diabetes, and the problem becomes worse. So even if you eat eggs, chicken, or dairy regularly, your body may no longer absorb enough B12 to stay healthy. Why vitamin B12 is so important after 60? Vitamin B12 is essential for 3 major systems: brain and memory, protects nerve cells, prevents brain shrinkage, and supports mental clarity. Blood health, helps your body make red blood cells, preventing anemia and fatigue. Muscle imbalance, supports nerve communication to muscles, keeping your legs strong and steady. A deficiency doesn't just make you tired, it can mimic dementia, depression, or even neuropathy, nerve damage. Many seniors are told that's just aging, when in reality, it's a fixable nutrient problem. Symptoms of low vitamin B12. The warning signs often sneak up on you. Persistent fatigue or weakness, memory lapses, confusion or brain fog, tingling or numbness in hands and feet, poor balance or frequent falls, pale skin or brittle nails. If left unchecked, low B12 can cause irreversible nerve damage. That's why testing and supplementation matters so much after 60. How to restore vitamin B12 safely. The daily requirement for seniors is 500 to 1.0 micrograms per day, much higher than the tiny amount in most multivitamins. Here's how to do it right. Choose the right form. Look for methylcobalamin or cyanocobalamin. These forms are absorbed better by aging bodies. Pick the right delivery. Sublingual lozenges dissolved under the tongue bypass the stomach and are absorbed directly into the bloodstream. In severe deficiency, doctors may recommend injections. Don't rely on food alone. While fish, poultry, eggs, and dairy contain B12, absorption is unreliable in older adults due to reduced stomach acid. The good news, B12 is water-soluble. Your body flushes out the excess, so toxicity is rare. Foods rich in B12. If your digestion is still strong, these foods can help top up your levels. Salmon, tuna, and sardines. Eggs, especially the yolk, grass-fed beef, yogurt, and milk. But remember, supplements are often necessary after 60 to maintain healthy levels. Best vitamin number 1. Omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, the longevity nutrient seniors can't afford to miss. If there's one nutrient that can truly change the way you age, it's omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats, especially EPA and DHA, are not just good for you, they are life-extending. A massive study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 42,000 seniors and found something incredible. Those with the highest blood levels of omega-3s had a 36% lower risk of death from all causes. Yes, that means fewer heart attacks, fewer strokes, sharper minds, stronger joints, and even longer lives. Why omega-3s matter so much after 60? As you age, chronic inflammation becomes your silent enemy. It fuels arthritis, weakens muscles, stiffens arteries, and even accelerates brain decline. This is where omega-3s step in. Heart health. They reduce dangerous arrhythmias, lower triglycerides, and keep blood vessels flexible. Brain function. DHA is literally a building block of brain tissue. It protects memory, focus, and mood. Joint protection. Omega-3s reduce stiffness and pain. helping you move more easily. Longevity. Multiple studies show omega-3s slow cellular aging by protecting your telomeres, the end caps of your DNA. In short, omega-3s don't just help you live longer. They help you stay yourself longer. The omega-3 deficiency problem? Here's the catch. 68% of adults over 60 in America are deficient in omega-3s. Why? Because most seniors don't eat enough fatty fish and unprocessed foods full of omega-6 oils. Corn, soy, canola push the balance in the wrong direction. That imbalance creates inflammation, which leads to joint pain, brain fog, heart disease, and faster aging. How to get enough omega-3s after 60? Number 1. Eat more fatty fish. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week of salmon, sardines, anchovies, or mackerel. Number 2. Supplement smartly. Choose a high-quality fish oil that provides at least 1.0 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA daily. For seniors with heart or inflammatory issues, doctors may recommend 2 to 0 milligrams or more. Number 3. Check the label. Look for fish oil tested for heavy metals, purified for safety, and ideally in triglyceride form, better absorbed. Number 4. Take it with meals, especially with healthy fats like avocado or olive oil to improve absorption. Number 5. Plant-based alternatives. If you're vegan or allergic to fish, algae-based omega-3 supplements provide DHA directly. Food sources of omega-3s: salmon, sardines, mackerel, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Yellow form, weaker but still helpful. Walnuts, pasture-raised eggs, but for therapeutic levels. Food alone often isn't enough after 60. Supplementation makes the difference. Omega-3s are the closest thing we have to a nutritional insurance policy. They protect your brain, your heart, your joints, and your very ability to stay independent as you age. If you add just one supplement to your daily routine after 60, make it omega-3, it's not just about living longer, it's about living stronger. Conclusion. So, there you have it. The truth about vitamins after 60, some, like retinol-based vitamin A, iron, calcium supplements, and high-dose B6 can quietly chip away at your health, speeding up aging, weakening your heart, and even damaging your nerves. These silent dangers hide behind labels that say for seniors, but the reality is they could be making you feel older than you really are. But on the other hand, when you choose the right nutrients. Magnesium, vitamin D3, vitamin B12, and omega-3 fatty acids. You give your body the exact support it craves at this stage of life. These are the nutrients that keep your bones stronger, your mind sharper, your heart steadier, and your energy alive. The difference between decline and vitality isn't luck. It's not just age. It's the daily choices you make. Every pill, every bite, every habit either moves you closer to weakness or closer to strength. At its better health. We want you to remember this. Aging is inevitable, but suffering is optional. If today's video opened your eyes, don't let it stop here. Check the labels on your supplements tonight. Talk to your doctor about testing your vitamin levels. And most importantly, start replacing the harmful with the helpful, because your future health isn't written yet. You're writing it right now with every choice you make. Tell us in the comments which vitamins surprised you the most today. Was it one you're currently taking? And if you found this valuable, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss the health truths that keep you stronger longer. Remember, your best years don't have to be behind you. With the right nutrition, they can still be ahead.